If only, if only.
Oh my god. This movie, it's a classic.
It's a classic, and we watched it for really only one reason.
Yeah, Wicked came out.
We both watched Wicked recently, individually. Okay.
Look at that.
That's a choice, but I respect it. We went to go see Wicked separately.
I saw it in South Carolina.
Yeah.
And...
But we're like, we gotta talk about it. So let's watch Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of my favorite Wizard of Oz iterations. The other being Return to Oz, the Disney one.
Okay. The animated one?
No, it's not animated.
Oh.
It's the one that I showed you with the Wheelers.
Oh, yeah.
That one's crazy.
That one, you only showed me that first part. Apparently the chicken plays a very important part in the plot. But we watched Wizard of Oz because we want to talk about Wicked, basically.
Yeah.
But it's a lot better than I remembered. I thought this movie kind of sucked. I might have to take that back. I think the first half of this movie, maybe in the first 3/4 of the movie, are pretty good. Last 20 minutes are a shit show of throwing 10 plot points at you.
Yeah, it's like, are we going into it like with the Wicked mindset? Like, oh, why is the Wicked Witch of the West?
I go into it with a Wicked mindset.
You're like, oh, the Wicked Witch is a good person.
Yeah.
But it's like, this was before the book came out.
It is. This is what everything else Wizard of Oz is based off of. But I don't base things off this movie. I base it off of Wicked. And maybe that's because Wicked is fantastic. I like Wicked. I saw the play a few years back before I saw the movie. And I really enjoyed it. I followed the story a lot more than I do with Wizard of Oz. But it's... I guess if this is the blueprint, this is what you should go off of. But Wicked is so much better written than Wizard of Oz. I haven't read the book. I've not read the book of Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that would be something interesting to go see.
Book club.
Book club.
Three wines in a book.
Yeah, 3 wines in a book would be crazy. That would be so deadly. That would have to be once a month.
It's possible.
See it on Patreon.
We put that on the Patreon.
Patreon. Also, Patreon is up.
It's up now.
Scooby-Doo is released.
Mm-hmm. Let us know what else you want to see, but I guess we'll get to it.
Yeah.
We do announcements at the end.
Yeah, we'll do announcements. Yeah. But this movie is so classic. You looked at me at one part of the movie.
At least
Courage of the Cowardly
Lion.
The Cowardly Lion was put him up, and you go, that's from this movie?
At least 3 times I looked over to John. I'm like, I can't believe how many references there. I had to look up, is C-3PO based off of this movie from the Tin Man? He's not, but they do have a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's so many things based off of this movie. I'll get into one of my points later. I can get into it now.
Yeah.
But it feels pretty. It's this feels like a mid question break question. Is who would win in a fight between a Munchkin, a Hobbit, and an Oompa Loompa? And I was gonna include Ewok, but I think the Ewok would obviously win.
So Oompa Loompas are looking for death.
But they just sang. They're not the ones that kill the kids.
No, but they set some things up. They're like the Final Destination people.
They know the tech. They know the science.
Yeah. So Oompa Loompa, Hobbit, and Munchkin.
And Munchkin.
The Munchkins have the little hee.
It's terrifying.
What is that? And Dorothy's like, oh, the Munchkins.
It's like, you hear that, you're running. Yellow Brick Road or not. I don't.
Also, they were just avoiding Nazi Germany when filming this.
Just so I can't believe you brought that up to me. Yeah. You just threw that fact on me in the first 5 minutes. I'm like, wait, what?
Yes, you can see a lot of their singing is not synced up.
Yeah.
And it's because a lot of them were like German speakers.
This movie is filmed amid World War II.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
It's odd to think that this is that's that old.
I mean, if you think about it, like, World War II, we don't, like, that was, like, one of the first wars filmed in color. Because they have World War II in color.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not sure if they went back and, like, saturated it back.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can tell from black and white lenses what the color would have been.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure if that's what they did, but there is a movie called World War II in color.
I mean, is it around the time, because this Wizard of Oz was around one of the first. It's not the first movie in color, but it's one of the first to use that like tricolor film. So it's like it was pretty revolutionary at the time.
Also, like back to the book talk. Do you think when they were burning books in Berlin, do you think Wizard of Oz was one of them?
Why do you think they would have burned Wizard of Oz?
Like, what else? Weren't they just, like, burning random books? Or was it specifically, like, one thing?
I don't know what books came out around the time. I did look up when The Hobbit came out as well, because I wanted to figure out if
the book came out?
If hobbits were based on munchkins. But I can't find anything. But they came out around the same time where Wizard of Oz, or I guess Wizard of Oz would have come out before.
So you're a little kid in Germany. And you go to your little bookshelf,
mm-hmm.
and you see The Hobbit
and Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And what was the third one?
Oompa Loompas, but that's what Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory
a book?
Back then?
I have no idea. I feel like no.
It's an old book. I think it might be.
I could find that real quick.
Because if that. You're a little kid. You're just like, ooh, today we're having a bonfire.
1964, much later.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory missed it by that much.
He could have been coming around at the same time. Which means Oompa Loompas probably were based off of Munchkins and Hobbits.
Yeah, definitely. And they're like, just make it orange.
Yeah.
Make it orange and green.
I feel like more Munchkin, especially based off of this movie, because the outfits are ridiculous. They do tone it down a little bit for Wicked.
I mean, they make them just normal people.
They make them normal people, which I was very sad about.
They're not really Munchkins. They're just like...
I was so sad that they were all normal people.
They made Munchkin into a...
Make SpongeBob a small guy. Like...
Yeah. They made Munchkin into, like, a nationality, not a race of people.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's kind of bad sometimes when you're...
Keep going.
No, like... Because the Munchkins weren't treated well. Toto was getting paid more than that.
Oh, yeah, no, they were treated horribly.
And so, like, the... wait, what is it? What do I want to say here? The treatment of how you hire these actors goes into play.
With what?
Like, how you depict them in the movie.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I don't think it's rude here at all.
Going to watch this movie, you don't know what they were paid. You can't look it up. It's 1939. Like,
yeah. But also, like, they don't portray them in a negative way.
I don't think so. I think, and even in Wicked, I don't think they're portrayed negatively. I mean, maybe a little bit. They're seen as, like, more gullible kind of people.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't think they're treated as, like, differently than... Because, like, what's Glinda? Glinda's not a munchkin.
Yeah, Galinda is, like, her own thing. Like
it's separate family. Same with the prince.
So it's like a rich family. Prince is a rich family.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. I want 7 movies that take place in like the Wizard of Oz.
I need to know. I like as much of a joke as it is like the end credit scene of Wicked is the MCU like
of musicals.
I need it. Like I need to know what happens in between Wicked and Wizard of Oz, and then after Wizard of Oz. I need to know it all because
I think
Wicked is that good.
Part 2 does really well. We're gonna get more.
It's gonna do great.
Because I'm not going to say who or what, but there is a theme park that is making another park. And I'm not going to say which one, but I know this from somebody. You know this person.
Okay, I was going to say one answer, but now I'm going to say the other because of what you just said.
And they're making another park on top of the one that they may or may not be already making. And I think a Wizard of Oz land could be...
Is it Universal?
Universal owns it now.
Owns it now?
They own the rights.
Because Disney Springs has the Dorothy dress at...
do they?
At Hollywood. What's the restaurant that's right there at the entrance?
Planet Hollywood?
Planet Hollywood. They have the actual dress of Dorothy.
Well, they also have, like, Superman stuff.
They got...
Or, like...
Yeah, they got a bunch of stuff there.
So I think that's more like, hey...
They got Harry Potter there.
We own the costume.
Yeah.
But Universal owns the rights to movie making.
Okay.
So...
They also got the Guy Fieri burger at the restaurant.
Guy Fieri burger.
Fantastic burger. It's got mac and cheese.
When did you go to Planet Hollywood? Oh, was that...
I went back in, like, my senior year of high school. It's, like, 4 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Last time I went was, like, sophomore year of college.
It's pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
It's not that bad.
No.
Planet Hollywood had a chance to succeed, and it's sad that it didn't.
I think it could do better. I think they did not play their gimmick up to what it could have been.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, maybe have actual movies play.
Or have, like, you have the like, you have Disney princesses coming to the table, or character meets, or whatever. Put someone in any costume ever who looks like that actor, and, like, have people come up to the table. I know it's Disney Springs, so it's not going to be as Disney as Disney is.
But, I mean, it's Orlando. You can find lookalikes.
Yeah.
But,
like, I don't know if that's the vibe they're going for. Like, I don't think... Because they have, like, the sing-alongs on the ceiling or whatever. I don't think that's the vibe they're going for, but you could do it. It's a possibility. And I think people would eat it up.
What's the one restaurant with Ellen? She has, like, the sing restaurant.
DeGeneres?
Yeah. She has a restaurant where the waiters, like, sing, and they, like, a lot of people who, like, are in the pop industry, I think, get their start there. Or, like, in the, like, musical industry.
I haven't heard of any Ellen DeGeneres restaurant.
I think it's in New York. I'm not sure if she...
Oh, it's not here.
Yeah, it's not here. DJ Khaled has a soul food restaurant that I really want to go to.
Really? I really do want to try Chicken Guy or whatever.
Chicken Guy?
Yeah.
They have one in, like...
It's right next to Planet Hollywood.
But there's one, like, in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what is it? Next to Trader Joe's.
I'm dying to try the place that's going up in Waterford right now.
Portillo's is...
Portillo's.
I was there today.
Oh, they're open now?
They're open, but there's so many people there.
Yeah,
I went into the bathroom because I had to go to the bathroom.
Classic.
And
that's what I do there, too.
And I'm just like, I saw the line, it went to the door that you enter.
Yeah.
I'm just like, nah.
Yeah.
And so I went to Wawa.
Yeah, that sucks.
And, like, I'm a big fan of Portillo's, so...
It'll calm down once it's been open for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of people at UCF from the north as well that, like, get it. That are excited that's here. I want to go to our beer for a second.
Yeah.
We're drinking Sour Monkey Victory. This is our second Victory beer.
Is it even green?
I don't know. It's probably not, because Blue Raspberry was not blue. Yeah, you try it this time.
Oh, maybe a little.
A little bit? I think it was a little bit.
A little bit green.
We're drinking...
I can't believe that was just like
sour... Is this sour triple sec? Because it says sour triple.
Yep.
This is... we'll get to it. But it's green beer because it's the green elixir from Wicked.
And the monkey, flying monkey.
the flying monkey. There you go. Sour monkey.
I called Ryan up when I was leaving Walmart tonight. And I go, Ryan, I brought an old friend. And he goes, is it Miller Lite? And what was the Bush?
I guess it was a light beer or a flavor of beer.
Yeah.
You said it was a flavor. I'm like, oh boy.
And then he goes, oh wait, is it Berry Monkey? And I go, yep.
If you haven't watched Dark Crystal, please go back and watch Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal is such a good one.
Because we drank Berry Monkey as opposed to Sour Monkey tonight. And I was fucked up off of Berry Monkey.
Yeah. Ryan misplaced the remote and then started blaming me for
Did I really?
Yeah. And I go, Ryan, you put the remote in the couch.
I most likely did. I got one more point about Wizard of Oz. Is that the scare? Have you seen Howl's Moving Castle? You have, because we went to see it together. Is that Turnip Head is a scarecrow in Howl's Moving Castle, and he is a prince that is turned into a scarecrow. But that movie, or that book, which he's in the book, came out in 1986, as opposed to this movie coming out. So I think he's heavily based on the scarecrow. Which, and now I question that. Now I'm questioning myself. Because the scarecrow in this movie is not a prince. The scarecrow in Wicked is the prince.
Yeah. He is made king at the end.
The scarecrow?
Yes, because they go, the wizard goes, in my absence, the people in charge are the scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the lion. I'm
sure he's still based off of him to an extent. But now I wonder if it's the other way around. If Wicked Prince is based off of Turnip Head Prince.
Well,
it could be both ways. It could be one's halfway based on the other, and then they.
When did the book Wicked come out?
The book Wicked? Let's see.
Because the book Wicked predates the musical.
The musical came out in 2003.
Yes, but the book Wicked, I think, came out in like the 70s.
God, my spelling is so bad. 1995.
1995.
A little bit after. So it could probably be both ways. Yeah. I'm still going to go with Turnip Head is based off the Scarecrow, and then it was a coincidence. That's all I got. I mean, those are my 3 points for Wicked, or sorry, for Wizard of Oz. There's not a lot to talk about in this movie because it's very quick. I checked the time at one point. It's like, damn, we're already an hour in. And I checked again. It's like, we got like 15 minutes left.
Also, the design of Emerald City is just funny to me.
How so?
Because it's just
like just bumps.
Yeah, it's just bumps. A lot of the buildings here are just bumps.
Yeah.
They go back in Reflection and Wicked, where the witch's castle is just more bumps.
That is something I really enjoyed in Wicked. Was like the set design. I think Munchkin Land looked fantastic.
They planted flowers.
What do you mean they planted flowers?
All the flowers at the beginning, those are planted flowers.
Really?
Yeah. And then they drove a pickup truck through.
I like all those, like they have like a bunch of little houses. Those look fantastic, and the Wicker Witch looks really good before they like burn it. And then a bunch of the.
That's not practical.
I know it's not.
Yeah.
The fire is fake.
No, the witch too.
Really?
The witch is not practical.
I thought she was.
No.
I thought for sure.
It looks really good.
It looks really good.
But I saw them like do behind the scenes, and I'm like, wait, the witch isn't there?
Really?
And I'm like, maybe digital effects is doing its job now.
I thought the Wicker Witch was real and the fire was fake. I could tell the fire was fake.
Nope, everything there is fake.
Wow.
They just have an outline and they.
I'm impressed. They got me. I'm impressed. But then they have some scenes in the Emerald City as well, where like certain hallways or whatever are real. I'm like, I appreciate that. Yeah. It's not just a green screen. Because I was talking to my sister. She goes, I really like I like how they can just make everything look so real now. For Wicked, I wish they did like Harry Potter and Hogwarts like that. I'm like, but it ruins the actor's realism of being on the set of something realistic.
I hope your sister goes to see Wicked 2 and goes, wait,
is this
Wait, is this about is this about racism in America? I can't believe
I would have that conversation would come up.
I can't believe how your sister saw Dune 1.
Yeah.
Dune Part 1, and then saw Dune Part 2, and then she goes, halfway,
I'm so happy you were in the car with me at the time, or else you would not have believed me saying that.
That was because we dropped off Jarrett after that. Because Jarrett came with us. And, like, we dropped him off, and then we went to Blaze Pizza.
Yeah.
What a random
What
day.
an interesting day that was.
Top 5 days.
And I keep hearing from people that Blaze is like one of their top pizzas, and I cannot agree with them.
No.
I don't like it.
Every time I have it, I'm underwhelmed.
I don't know if I'll ever go again.
Like,
it's like one, it's thin crust. It's not filling. 2, it's expensive for thin crust pizza. Yeah, you can get as many toppings as you want, but it's like, yeah, sure, I can get that on a $5 pizza at Publix that's frozen. That fills me up.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna go to Blaze?
See, like, every time I go to Blaze, I don't know how to order.
Yeah.
I go up, they look at me like I have 3 heads. Like
I feel like they're scamming me every time. No matter what I pick, I think they're scamming me.
Yeah, because I want to start counting pepperonis.
Yeah?
And just be like...
It's not even that for me. It's more of like, oh, you can do this, like, you can do this many toppings for this price, or this many toppings for this price. I'm like, both of those sound wrong to me. I think you're inflating, which, of course they're inflating the prices, but it's not worth it.
Do you know which celebrity owns part of Blaze Pizza?
I want to say Mark Wahlberg, but I know that's probably not true.
It's a sports guy.
Then I'm lost.
It's LeBron James.
Really?
Yeah, he owns a part of Blaze Pizza. I don't know how.
I mean, Shaq's got the Shaq-a-roni at Papa John's, which, I mean, I was at work tonight. I work valet, and my coworker's like, hey, you just want to order a pizza? I'm like, yeah. So he walks down to the Papa John's next block down, picks up a pizza, walks back, and we just eat pizza as we're standing there. I'm like, yeah, I wish I had a Shaq-a-roni right now.
I really want to go to Disney Springs again.
It's nice there. They got the Christmas lights out right now. It's pretty good.
What are you doing over the week?
John, I just took my last final. I got nothing for the next month.
Hear me out right.
I'm down to go down.
We made... You guys won't see
I might buy a jacket I saw last time I was there, because I'm like, I really like that jacket. It is like $100.
I am thinking the beer there. Because they have Guinness Draft.
Go to Rainforest Cafe.
Take pictures with 20. Dude, I miss random, like... I wish we had, like, enough friends that we could have random challenges.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, if you do this, like, you get points. Whoever has the most points, like...
I miss the point system.
Yeah.
We did have a point system for a little bit. Because when, we're so off topic right now.
Yeah, but, like, it's a podcast. Let's talk about it.
We, back for Universal Nights, we had Nico lick Jacob's elbow for a certain amount of points without Jacob knowing, and he did it. Getting off of Rip Ride Rocket, Nico licks Jacob's elbow down the stairs on the way out, and Jacob didn't know.
That's crazy. Like, I miss Nico. It's been such a long time.
Go check out the Color 7 podcast.
Dude, color. That's how Nardwar knows now.
Yeah. Yeah, I
you brought it up. And then we brought up all the things because we did trivia. We got second.
Yeah.
Shout out Professor.
I was going to be on episode 2 of the Color 7 podcast, and it never happened.
Oh,
I was too nervous to talk in front of
a camera.
Yeah.
I remember because we were in the... study room
of Plaza,
Knights Plaza.
Yeah.
And Ryan was in the middle of me and Nico. I felt like what me and Nico were saying was like really entertaining at the time.
Probably.
But like you just didn't know where to jump in.
I had no idea how to say anything.
And you were just like I remember it.
Yeah.
And then I forget what happened.
I don't know. I think we got to a point where like. I think I got to a point where like I'm uncomfortable. I think I gotta. This isn't it for me, And we're like, okay, we got our episode 2, because you released episode 1.5, and we're like, okay, this is our episode 2.5.
Yeah, and then episode 3 never came.
Never came out.
What a good old day.
Yeah. Miss that guy.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go into my little spiel bit. 'Cause you gave me this idea, and I appreciate you for giving me this idea. And I'm like, what do you mean? What Oz like Wizard of Oz spin-offs? Like, there can't be that many.
There's so many.
Oh my god, there's a lot. So 2 of these Wizard of Oz spin-offs are not real. 3 of these are real. I'm gonna base this off of the movie one last time, but I'm not gonna make John guess movies from 1939. That's just not gonna happen.
Please.
So I got 5.
So 3 are.
3 are real. 2 are not real.
Okay.
The first one, Journey Back to Oz.
Journey Back to Oz.
This is an animated movie.
You brought it up earlier.
That's all I got.
You brought it up earlier, so I.
Number 2, The Muppets Wizard of Oz.
I know that for a fact that's true.
Okay.
That was a DVD car thing.
As a Muppets guy,
I know who it stars. I know which Muppet is which.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzo is the Tin Man.
Okay.
Kermit is the Scarecrow. Fozzie Bear is the Lion. Miss Piggy is not the Wicked Witch of the West. She's like this biker chick. And then I think it's Queen Latifah.
What?
Queen Latifah is the live actor.
I threw that one in there because I know you're a Muppets guy. We didn't talk about Muppets last time. We can talk about Muppets
my god.
now. I'll throw it in there. Third one, Scooby and the Wizard. This is a Scooby-Doo spinoff of
No
the Wizard of
fucking
Oz.
way. Scooby and the Wizard.
Number 4, Thanksgiving in the Wizard... sorry, I said that wrong.
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving and the Land of Oz.
Okay.
And number 5, The Lion, the Witch, and the Yellow Brick Road as a Narnia spinoff of the Wizard of Oz. 2 of these are not real.
2 of these are not real. Those last 3. The fact that at least one of them exists.
At least one of them is real.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So
I was looking through, I'm like, holy shit.
So Narnia came out
Much later. Much later than this.
much later?
I don't know when Narnia came out. I can look it up for you. I don't know if that
Yeah,
helps.
if you can look up when like the first Narnia.
Do you want the book or do you want the movie?
I want the book. Was that movie animated?
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the movie?
No, like the Wizard of Oz one.
Yeah, it was animated. 1950 was the book.
I'm going because see, this is where it gets me because I've watched. There's this little thing on Disney Plus. Shout out this series. It's called Prop Culture.
Okay.
And they look at different props that were used in like different movies.
I gotta watch that. Holy shit.
It's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
One of the movie series that they do is Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that they have in the props is the lamppost. And it's so iconic from the original like books,
Mm-hmm.
the lamppost that you see like when you first enter Oz.
Like Mr. Timms and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas.
Thomas.
Tom.
He's got the Timms on.
Yeah. But they're like, people who read the book was like, when I read the book, that is exactly what I thought it would look like.
Yeah.
So that makes me believe that that's not a movie because people would have already had inspiration for what the lamppost looked like.
Okay.
So Narnia doesn't exist.
Okay.
And
that's one of the fakes.
that's one of the fakes.
Okay.
And then what were the other 2 that...
Scooby and the Wizard and Thanksgiving and the Land of Oz.
I think... Because you're going to be like, Thanksgiving because it was like 2 weeks ago. You fucking scumbag. don't want to be. You're not that creative.
Is that what you're saying? Thanksgiving's fake?
I feel like you found the first. You changed the name of the first one.
I changed the name of the first one, Journey Back to Oz.
Yeah.
That one's the fake.
Yeah, so that one's fake.
Okay.
And so is...
The Lion, the Witch, and the Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, and I chose 2 of the real ones, didn't I?
Lion, the Witch, and the Yellow Brick Road was fake.
That's
not real.
I'm so clutch for that.
Which, by the way, Lion, the Witch, I'm like, what can I replace with wardrobe? I gotta come up with something for wardrobe. I'm like, the Yellow Brick Road? It fits! Yeah, that's not real. Journey Back to Oz is real. Scooby and the Wizard, not real.
So, that was my third.
Yeah, I kind of built off of that one. That Tom and Jerry in The Wizard of Oz is a real thing.
That's crazy.
I can probably hold on. Let me pull it back up.
Because it is owned by Warner Bros.
Yeah, which I was looking at the list. I'm like, this is a crazy list that. God, I have so many tabs pulled up. This is crazy.
And half of them are porn.
Half of them are Scooby Doo and I don't know where it is. But yeah,
Did you
they
ever
made
see
a Tom and Jerry episode of Wizard of Oz.
Have you seen the TikTok going around like, I think I downloaded the wrong Wicked? No. And it's the porn parody. It's so funny.
I do see the the Glinda coming around the corner. It's like, yeah, I'm ready to go see the movie. She's like the green around her mouth. That is it.
Oh my god. But Thanksgiving in Oz.
That's a real thing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm gonna put that on my list because there's no way John thinks that's real.
I want to know what that movie is.
It's gotta be terrible.
No way it's good.
I think it was live action too.
Live action?
Yeah.
I did watch a video back in 2013, and it was all the live action movies before the real Wizard of Oz came out.
What I do think, because I feel like Narnia is very similar to Wizard of Oz as well. That's why I threw it in there.
Yeah, I mean...
Dorothy going to Oz, the kids going to Narnia. There's some similarities there.
Also, what Narnia could have been as a film franchise.
Fantastic.
Prince Caspian?
We watched Prince Caspian.
It's such a good movie.
It's okay. It's okay. We disagree on that.
Where it gets me is when the Minotaur is holding the gate up.
Yeah,
no, and then you
good.
know, that gate's coming down.
And I think we need to watch more movies like that because so far this is gonna be our third movie this season. I think we're gonna have the same 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We need to watch more.
We need to get
disputed movies that we disagree on.
We need to start.
We'll branch out a little bit after this.
Cause we're.
I do think 2001: A Space Odyssey. That will be next week. We'll break it up for us.
Yeah, because it depends.
It depends. I've never seen. I've seen the first 15 minutes of the movie.
I've never seen it.
I kind of got bored. I'm not gonna lie. First 15 minutes, but I haven't seen the rest, so I can't.
I know the one thing is, I can't do that for you, Hal.
I have no idea what that is. Yeah.
That,
all I know is the intro to Barbie was a play on the intro to this one.
Yeah, because that's the monkey.
The monkey throwing the bones up.
See, we're on topic. With the flying monkey.
The monkey, and we're back.
Yeah.
That is a question I have. How did Elphaba get the monkeys under her control after Wicked?
I feel like that will be a part 2 thing.
It's a part 2 thing.
I think there's going to be.
It has to be some animal rights thing.
Yeah.
That she brings up.
Because they say, think about your families.
Yeah.
So, obviously she's going to be your families will be free.
Which, do you know where Elphaba's name comes from?
The author for Wizard, because it's, something F-bomb.
It's, his initials are, his...
L. Frank Baum.
L. Frank Baum.
Yeah.
And so, LFB.
Yeah. Because The Witch doesn't have a name in his book.
Not in this, yeah.
Yeah, or the book.
Or the book.
Yeah, it's just The Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was so interesting.
Did you know what the original book was for?
No.
So it's an allegory for like us moving to the gold standard in the U.S.
Really?
Yeah, because follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow bricks of gold. In the original book, it's silver slippers, so it's like also precious metal.
I guess that because like 10 years later, they're going to the west to do like to California for gold mining. Yeah.
And then what is it? In the original book, the Emerald City is not actually green. The wizard has glasses like bolted onto the residents' like heads to make it look like it's green.
That's insane.
And the green is representative of our currency.
Like money.
Yeah. So.
Do you think that's some play on like rose-colored glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know where rose-colored glasses comes from through media.
I don't want to look that up right now because I feel like I'll go into a wormhole of where it does come from.
And then we'll be like talking about that. This is a history podcast.
We got so much going on right now. I mean, between Wicked and Wizard of Oz, I feel like it's two separate histories that do converge.
The songs in Wicked are way better.
Oh my god, there's so much.
However, it's been years since I've seen this movie, and I could bring up lines from the songs from this movie.
I feel like it's ingrained in my brain, and I don't know where it comes from.
Like, if I only had a brain.
To see the wizard, the wonderful wizard. Because. I'm like, why do I know that? I haven't seen this movie since I was like maybe like 6 years old.
Last time I saw this movie, I was under something and like listening to Pink Floyd.
Oh. Yeah, and you've done the Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, and I mean,
you said it wasn't good.
It's like okay, but Dark Side of the Moon is like 20 minutes long, so it doesn't even take up
the entire album is.
It's like 25 minutes long. By the time it ends, you're like entering Oz.
Oh,
and like
there's no point then.
Yeah, and
nothing happens before that.
It's like
you're meeting all the characters.
So, do you know the song "Time"?
No. I haven't listened to the album fully.
So basically, there's this.
I mean, I know "Breathe" and I know what's the
Brain Damage is on it.
Brain Damage. I know "Breathe" and I know Brain Damage.
Brain Damage comes on when she gets hit.
Oh, okay.
In the head, and then what is it? When she's running away, that's when "Time" comes on.
Okay.
And it's basically one of the quotes is. One point you look behind you, 10 years have gone by. Something like that.
That's an interesting line.
And, like, it's okay. Like, I like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like watching movies.
I feel like I'd rather just watch the movie for what it is than try and combine media to make something new. Which, if it's meant for that, I'll do it. But, like, I feel like that is a forced kind of.
What?
I don't know.
What combo of a movie would you want to see like a band do a full album for?
I don't know. Like an action movie with like an action. Like what do you mean?
So like a band does an album.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a secret only to them. That they know that they wrote it for like a movie.
Okay.
In mind.
It's not like Daft Punk did it for Tron or whatever.
Yeah, it's like they wait for people to realize, wait, this is just like Jaws.
Oh.
And it's just like Baby Shark.
I feel like that'd be like really good. I don't know very many like out there bands. I don't know.
I feel like Imagine Dragons could do it.
Imagine Dragons?
Yeah.
And maybe.
Because their music is up there where it's like, it's just random stuff like...
I mean, they have the intro to Arcane, but I still haven't watched Arcane, but I do hear good things, and season 2 just dropped. I feel like I need to watch season 9. It's only 2 seasons?
Yeah, because I think the story, like, the entire arc is done.
Okay. I'm not a big League of Legends guy, so I'm like, I don't, which I know the whole thing's not League of Legends, don't flame me, but, and then I got hooked on Better Call Saul, so like, now I'm on season 3 of Better Call Saul, I gotta keep on, got like 3 more seasons to go, but I don't.
Maybe Ghost the band can do something.
Ghost, yeah.
And
have you heard of Goat? Goat is good. Each of the however many of them are in the band are like crazy at their instrument, and like none of it lines up in the song or whatever they make. But like,
is it like jazz or
no? It's like rock or like heavy metal.
The one thing that I wanted to do, if I was ever in a band, was somebody does the lyrics and it's just them for like a minute, and then the guitar just plays for a minute, and then bass, drums, and then at the final minute is just all them at once, and then it comes together.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of cool. A little experimental. And then call it like Epiphany or something like that. Very obnoxious. Like,
I think Epiphany is the name of a King Crimson album. Or no, that's Epitaph. Epitaph is the name of it. I tried to get into King Crimson for a little bit. They're an odd band.
Yeah, I mean, there's some really cool titles of albums. Like, that's the whole marketing aspect to like having a band.
Yeah.
Naming your band.
It's hard. It's pretty. As someone who's been in 2 bands.
Hey, Color 7.
I mean,
that was originally a band name.
Road to Ophelia, not it. I'm sorry. Not a great band.
I feel like it could have been there, but like in the wrong decade.
It felt pretentious in 2023. Like Vertigo.
Vertigo. Shout out Vertigo.
Shout out Vertigo. We used to be part of Vertigo. Go check them out. Great band. You guys are gonna hear some great music.
We should. Pretty soon. Probably get their lead singer.
On the podcast.
Also, potentially new riff for the intro. If we
that would be
fantastic.
I do need to talk to him about that. That'd be fantastic if you get him to do that.
Because he's very talented.
He is. He knows music more than I thought he would.
He also has a podcast. I'm pretty sure still. Does he still do it?
I don't know if he does. I don't even remember the name of it.
Yeah, it slipped in my mind.
It slipped in my mind, which means it can't be that good. But he might shut it out when he comes on. I don't think he's done that in forever. Yeah. What do you got?
Oh yeah, I have.
You got lots. I still got half of my Wicked notes.
What if I told you, Ryan? I just let the notes for you this round.
Really?
I do have like one question.
Okay.
But I have, as we know, 3 fun facts.
Love to hear it.
However, one of these is a complete lie. This one I didn't try this hard.
And I know you posted that on all of our socials. Like me when my co-host is starting to believe the lie that and it's the Bill Hader. No, I'm upset. Like you fucker. Great post.
I love talking about social. Now we're on a tangent.
No, sorry. Make the episode a little bit longer.
Yeah, but I love our social media. We have a lot of fans. We almost got canceled this week.
What?
Yes.
With what?
So do you know the meme that I posted? It was if drunk driving was a crime.
Yeah. the Tom Cruise
Did you read the comments of that?
No, I only saw one on TikTok.
So I'm not gonna call them out by name.
I gotta pull it up now. Wait, no, I'll let you pull it up.
But I had it up.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna bring it up like 10 minutes ago. But somebody says you're is spelled incorrectly.
Why you are?
No. Yeah. That's spelled. You're probably older or young. Like, okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's all of them.
But don't joke about that. I lost my mom and dad and my grandma. You didn't have to keep on using ands there. You could have used a comma. In a car crash, bro. Show, S-H-O, instead of so. Just drive safe from now on.
So, why was that put on their For You page? That's my question.
I don't know. Because the hashtags used were movies, clips, beer, funny, memes. Shout out King Toddler. King Toddler responded, "It is now." As it is funny now. And then somebody commented underneath the original post, "I'm sorry for your loss. I reported the short." So I'm like...
Dude, we got reported?
We got reported, finally.
Yeah!
I thought I was doing something wrong this entire time.
That's so funny, actually.
I hope they watched the episode.
I'm sorry for your loss if you are watching this episode.
Yeah.
That's not funny. But,
your comment.
We're not...
We don't... It's not mean-spirited.
I'm not calling out your mom and grandma. Like...
Your dad...
and your dad.
Like... It wasn't that I said, like, crash your car into a fiery abyss. That's not at all what I said. I said, me if drunk driving was a crime. I didn't say, like... I didn't make fun of any victims. It was a good-spirited joke. But hey, also, one of our TikToks is popping off right now.
Thank you, Young Sheldon. Thank you, Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon.
And Barnyard.
We had two things on media. We're at 60 subscribers as of now.
I think it's because of those two videos.
Yes. We're at 35. We were at, for TikTok followers, we were at 23 this week. Mm-hmm. That's growth.
We were at 23, we went to 60?
Yeah. Or we were at 23 followers on TikTok, and now we're at 36.
Still.
And then we were at 50...
54 or something.
54, and now we're at 60.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're growing.
60 is a lot of people. That's a lot. Put 60 people in a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're... Yeah, but now, without further ado, I feel like we...
Drag that in.
So, let's pat ourselves.
We'll get there every once in a while. Sorry.
It's been a while.
We have not patted ourselves in the back in a while.
Yeah. Maybe this is a bit, eventually. But I have Wizard of Oz.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for showing me these.
Yeah, it didn't show you shit. It showed you which ones I'm reading off.
Yeah.
Congrats, they're not indented this time.
I was lying to you.
They're usually indented, they're not this time.
I just remember, because I'm tired.
So number one, many shots were trimmed down or edited out of the film because they were too intense for families and children.
See, and you told me with the hanging munchkin. So does that count as trimmed down?
So that was in the movie.
Yeah.
They changed it in like 2008.
So that wouldn't have even been the trimmed down version?
No.
Jesus Christ. How dark was this movie?
I mean, see the flying monkeys? Which one scared you more as a kid? Was it the flying monkeys or the trees? The trees terrified me.
In this?
Yeah.
I don't remember either of them in this movie. What terrified me was Michael Jackson's Thriller of him turning into a werewolf.
I think Michael Jackson is in a remake of Wizard of Oz. I think he's in the Wiz movie.
Which I always put that on my list.
I would have known that was.
Thank God I didn't.
Yeah. Jackson Pollock?
The painter?
The painter got his start painting backdrops for this film, for which one of them was the Wizard, or backdrops for films, for which one of them was the Wizard of Oz.
Interesting. Okay.
The horses in the Emerald City were colored with gelatin powder.
Shut the fuck up. Because you said, I hope those are all different horses, and you can't say the horses. You bitch. But after watching Guardians of the Galaxy, I want to say the Jackson Pollock one is different because of Peter Quill's line, this looks like a Jackson Pollock painting. So I know what Jackson Pollock's paintings look like. It's just spray.
But like, if you're the intern...
If you're the intern, you gotta do something legit.
Yeah.
Don't endorse me on this. Don't agree with me. You're not helping me. No, you're lining up the horses to make me think it's fake. You're double conning me on the horses. I'm going Jackson Pollock. That's fake.
Yeah, it is fake.
Yes!
I had to look up, so I originally looked up 1930s painters.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of them, like, stood out.
Yeah.
But 1940s, Jackson Pollock.
Okay.
So I'm like...
And you knew I knew Jackson Pollock.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, who's somebody that Ryan would know, but I could, like, get him with?
That's very good.
But
you were double playing me on the horses.
Yeah.
Yes! I'm so good at this.
And then, like, the gelatin powder. So, funny thing is...
That's true.
Yeah.
It was multiple horses.
Yes. Funny thing is, the gelatin powder is very slick. So, like, if they're moving around, it will be falling off them.
But it dyed them that much? Or?
Yep.
Damn.
But...
Was that not practical effect? Or
it was all practical.
that they were that color?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then, basically, they might have put, like, one filter on them.
Yeah.
But for overall, they were that color.
That's crazy.
And, basically, the powder would be slipping off them in between takes.
I totally would have guessed that was, like, After Effects.
Yeah.
They were that bright.
And eventually, talking about the first point, the house that they show with the tornado,
mm-hmm.
it was going to be fully shown getting destroyed.
The house that Dorothy's in?
Yeah.
Mm.
So they're like, hey, maybe we can't
yeah.
have that. But yeah. Also, I feel like we didn't talk about Scarecrow's gun at all.
Holy shit. Hold on. We'll get back to that, because I gotta pee. Oh my god, I gotta pee. You gotta pee?
Nope.
Damn.
I've been going here the entire time.
I've been here the...
No! Oh my god!
I hope that's still... Oh man, it is still going. I've been here the whole time. Scarecrow's gun.
Scarecrow's... Schrodinger's gun.
No, because it just comes out of nowhere.
And then there's the witch remover.
The witch remover hammer. Wish they had used that. But instead, a bucket of water out of nowhere. And here's my issue with that. They don't lead up to that point at any time in the movie. They're just like, yeah, no, that works. I hate that. I don't like that. If they had led up of Glenda being, oh, she's weak to water. Okay, I enjoy that because it's her putting out the fire and she got caught in the collateral.
Witches don't cry for some reason.
Is that what came up?
No, she didn't say that.
Or yeah, okay, then or that.
Because in Oz the Great and Powerful, Mila Kunis, she starts crying and that's what makes her green, and then she starts like tearing at her face.
Oh.
It's kind of a cool scene.
Okay.
I
haven't seen that movie in a long time.
I like Oz the Great and Powerful.
My story about that movie is that I watched it. This is another movie I watched on a plane, and I had this dumbass charcuterie board, like plain style, with me. Cheese was dry as hell, grapes were dry as hell, and I had almonds, which I didn't like at the time. I was very unhappy watching Oz the Great and Powerful. I need water. The movie was pretty good.
I wish there was like 10 minutes of my life where I could just, or not even 10 minutes, like 10 seconds where I could just like levitate to someplace. Like, just like, I need an Advil PM. It's just like,
You don't want to bring the thing to you. You want to levitate to the thing.
I want to just like almost Deadeye from Army of Darkness, just like fly over to him. Because it would just be funny.
That is kind of funny. It makes a much more comedic bit if you're in the presence of people than bringing the thing to you. Like, ooh, hey, another beer!
You when I smell a pie on
Yeah.
a windowsill. Were people just like putting pies on windowsills? Like,
You're not cooling it in the windowsill. You're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
There's no way you are.
the birds are gonna get at it.
Anything's gonna get at it.
Yeah, like me.
Yeah. It's like, it's gonna cool just as well in the kitchen. Calm down.
Maybe it was like to let your kids know to come inside.
Your kids are outside?
Because like back in the day, they didn't have like Fortnite.
So your kids are actually outside.
Yeah, kids were actually outside, and maybe that was their
Fortnite OG is back.
Fortnite OG.
It's back.
We
gotta lock in.
gotta log in now. Let's go to
the gun. Hold on, we didn't even talk about the gun.
Oh yeah, the gun. He just.
What the hell? What the hell?
How did he get that gun?
That's it. That's what we gotta say.
Yeah.
Sorry to bring it back up.
He got that gun quicker than.
It's got a bush. What the hell?
He's just practicing his Second Amendment.
But he doesn't have that in Oz.
Oh yeah, because.
Also,
Also, sidebar: are we just gonna like have Canada pretty soon?
I saw that as well. I sure hope not.
That's crazy.
That would be really bad. That would be very, really bad. First of all, like, what the?
Oh,
Whoa, no.
there's one way that you cannot have terrorists. How? Funny you say
We
that.
can remove the immigrants by. Anyway.
Anyways,
I'll leave that in.
Guess the budget. This is also a
Yeah.
recurring bit. So I got Wizard of Oz, and I got something that rhymes. Jaws.
Okay. What year did Jaws come out?
Fuck. I don't have the year. That's one thing I didn't put next to it.
Yeah, I gotta know the year. I gotta know the inflation.
These are not. This is how much they were
Okay,
for
yeah, sure.
at the time.
I don't need to know.
I got 9 million.
Oh wait, are they both inflated to this year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now. No.
Great.
9 million
Put me in the dark here.
and 3 million.
9 million, 3 million. That's way too close. I don't like that answer.
Yeah.
I think there's no because you brought up Hook. You brought up Hook. Don't film the ocean because it's too hard for me. It's too expensive. Jaws is more expensive. Jaws is 9 million. Wizard of Oz is 3 million.
Yeah.
Also, is that why?
Yeah. It was originally a $4 million budget for
Jaws.
For Jaws, but it cost them so much. They went so over schedule. Because the actor who played Quint would be so drunk.
I'm so glad. What?
So, like, the guy who played Quint was, like, an actual, like, alcoholic.
That's insane.
And they hired a temp to be like, hey, don't drink. But Robert Shaw, who played Quint, was like, the one thing I hate most is drinking alone. So they had to hire another temp to make sure that the temp didn't drink with Robert Shaw.
That's amazing.
There's scenes in Jaws when he's giving like the SS Indianapolis speech where you can see like he is drunk. Like his eyes are glossy. He's like a doll's eyes, like a rolls in back of the head.
I do feel like we've only been doing classic movies this season, and we're going to continue with 2001: A Space Odyssey. but
I feel like this is our classic
it's
era.
our classic era.
Yeah.
We gotta continue that then. Thank God we didn't do Ink.
Gotta watch The Godfather.
Fuck.
Fuck, you know what that's our season finale.
The Godfather?
Yeah, that's...
Wait till we do Fight Club. No, I feel like Fight Club cannot be this season.
Yeah.
It's not a classic.
It's not, like, it's gonna be a modern classic.
It is classic, but it's not a classic.
Yeah, like, when I think classics, I think...
I mean, we did watch Terminator. Is that a classic?
I feel like this could be the iconic season.
Iconic. And that's a better word.
Iconic. Not classic. Classic
But
means old.
But it's like, is Fight Club iconic?
It's a little bit of an art style.
Mm.
Do you have any more?
I do have some more. I did that bit. I talked about all three of those. Well, I guess we did kind of talk about if Elphaba is good and why is she saying, I'll get you and your little dog too. I don't know. It's... Wicked comes out after. Much after.
I wonder
and there's creative liberties with it.
If Wicked was based on the book or if it was based on the movie.
That's a good point. And I haven't read the book, so I can't answer that. Yeah. So I kind of skipped that point. I should talk about the sets. Munchkins from Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh my god! Do I get to guess what?
You get to guess. Are they or aren't they based off this movie?
When did the word Munchkin go off?
I don't know. It's up to you.
So they're really called donut holes.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like the way you make a donut is you do the little shape and then you scoop out the middle. Which I don't know who came up with that.
Which
why not
saw bagels made recently and they don't scoop out the middle. They wrap it and then they fold it around itself to make it a loop.
So it's kind of like Are pretzels, bagels, and donuts like the same like idea?
Pretzels, bagels, and donuts. I feel like yeah, probably.
Like the same like.
I mean, they boil bagels and donuts to. I think they're a different kind of dough.
And then pretzels are in the oven.
Yeah.
I used to make pretzels back in the day.
Pretzels are soft baked pretzels are fire.
So hear me out.
We're okay.
This is where I have a problem. I don't like the small like soft pretzels.
What do you mean small soft pretzels?
So they're about this big.
I've never seen one that small. That's
I know
and soft.
They sell them at Casa de Refrescos at Knoebels Amusement Park.
Yeah, do they?
They do. I made them before in my life as a food service operator.
Okay.
They're about that big.
Mm-hmm.
They have no fluff to them.
No.
And I like my pretzel to be a little bit fluffy.
I like a good baseball park pretzel.
Okay.
With some like big chunky salt on it.
Yeah, I don't want this fucking pour out.
I want some big chunky salt.
I want it to be grinding on my teeth.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel like take one bite and be like, "Holy crap!" Did it?
And put some cheese dip in there while you're.
Oh, are you a mustard guy?
Munster?
Or mustard?
Mustard. Yeah, mustard with a yes. Mustard.
Brown mustard.
Brown mustard. Interesting.
Brown spicy mustard.
I don't know if I've had that with a pretzel. Regular yellow.
I mean, we're going to
yellow mustard.
We're going to Disney Springs this weekend.
I guess we are.
We could go to the Wetzel's Pretzels there.
Fantastic pretzels. You saw me devour that cup of pretzels on Eleanor nights.
That was so funny.
Ha! They were so good.
And then what? Like, there's pretzel like sticks that they have places.
I think I am such a big pretzel fan, except when it comes to burgers. I don't like a pretzel bun, and I thought I would, but it doesn't combine. It's not the right texture or flavor to go with a burger.
I like a pretzel roll. Well, I can tell you my
on what? On what?
So, my Sheetz order. My Sheetz order. Sheetz is a gas station.
Yeah.
Gas station up north. My Sheets order is, this whole order is going to cost $5
That's I
for
can't
a
even
12-inch sub. Meatballs,
Okay.
pepper jack cheese.
Okay. Yes.
The meatballs have marinara on them.
Yeah.
That's something to keep in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Buffalo sauce,
Odd, but okay.
Asian sauce, spicy Asian sauce.
Okay, you're losing me now.
And then I get pickles, onions.
Shut the fuck up.
And it
No,
is,
keep going.
you know there's more.
Yeah, I know there is.
Bacon and pepperoni.
That's disgusting.
Ryan, when I tell
You
you
tell me that's a pretzel bun.
the pretzel bun completes it, my friend Lex, who used to make this pretzel monstrosity, every single time would be, John, don't get the pretzel bun, I can't fit the meatballs on it.
That's disgusting. Marinara plus buffalo plus Asian sauce
Sometimes I add the ranch.
plus pickles.
Sometimes I add the ranch.
That's disgusting.
Ryan, when I tell you that this is the best thing you'll ever taste in your life,
I'll need to try it, and I would. If there was a Sheets out here, I would order that exact thing, and I wish we could do a food review. If we can replicate that somehow, I will try it.
the nearest Sheets is North Carolina.
That's not that far. We'll do it. At some point, we will do that.
It is so fucking good. I have spent so many nights sitting outside of Sheets, eating John's classic sub.
They named it that.
I named it.
No, they did.
Yeah. Sometimes, oh my god, I used to be a horrible kid. I would go into Sheets, and they have to make your order if you order it.
Yeah.
But
It's
if you don't pay, the order just exists and it's made, but nobody will ever pick it up. So you have somebody who just made like 9 hot dogs with sauce on it, with bacon, with pickles, and nobody will ever pick it up. So I used to just go into Sheets and just sometimes be a menace. And just see how much stuff I could put on something. And then the one time I actually...
did not pay for it and pick it up?
No, I just never picked it up.
Oh.
But people would be like, wait, did you actually order this? Or like... So the one time I actually did get what I wanted to pick up. And they were like, wait, did you actually order this? Because somebody's been coming in here and making the same exact order for the past 3 months. And I go, yeah, this is what I want. They go, was it you? And I go, no.
You suck.
I was a devil.
So, did Dunkin' Donuts base them off of...
Oh my god. This is like when the heroes go on a tangent.
My father.
I forgot what we said during the Hook episode, but when you were scrolling through the questions, I was just gonna be... What's your happy thought?
What's your happy thought?
But I think Munchkins, Wizard of Oz came out first.
Yes, they did come out first.
Yeah, I think they based it on Munchkins from Wizard of Oz.
They did.
Okay.
Which is... That's kind of crazy.
I wonder if it was like how a Happy Meal happens, like how they have the Grimace shake, and it just stuck.
Like, what do you mean the Grimace? Because they have Grimace as a mascot. Same with like Hamburglar and whatever.
But maybe Duncan ran a Wizard of Oz promotion once. And they're like, here, try the Munchkins. And then
you just think because they're small,
and then they just stuck.
Yeah. Because they are donut holes. But
they're donut holes existed before that.
But for Dunkin' Donuts to get the rights to Munchkins, I feel like that's got to be huge.
Yeah, they can't
probably
just call them short people, don't.
Dwarf nuts.
Dwarf nuts would be sick. Shut up.
all I got. I'm empty now.
Oh, you're empty now?
Yeah.
I got one question.
Okay.
It's maybe we could stem into like more stuff.
Yeah.
But who would you cast? Say Wicked pops off.
And I feel like it is.
I think it is too.
Yeah.
The trash can.
It's gonna keep opening. I gotta go now. No, there's nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing over the sensor.
You fucking scared me when you came back.
You know it's coming back.
Yeah, but it was like, there's nothing, and it was like a little bit farther down, and I'm like, oh, he's gonna come out through here, and then you just. But what? Oh, so yeah. Oh my god.
That's crazy.
So Wicked probably gonna do well.
Yeah.
Wicked Part 2 probably
Gonna do well. Yeah.
So Universal, they have the gun. They have the Scarecrow
but
gun.
they've announced Epic Universe. There's no way they're throwing it a Wizard of Oz park. And
No, not like an entire park, but like a little set.
a ride?
No, like for the fourth part, a little land.
No, are they gonna do a fourth part? The only thing I could see it replacing, which I know they have a contract, is E.T.
I can see it replacing Lost Continent,
Which is what?
where Poseidon's Fury used to
That's gonna be
Like
it's
Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda, yeah.
be. But like,
I know E.T. has the contract. That's literally defying gravity. Like that is that ride. I'm gonna sing that as an intro to this.
Yeah. So if you can't afford.
Can we actually do that?
Me, if drunk driving was a.
Hey, that person's family is suffering.
Suffered enough.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said.
I'm sorry.
It's TikTok. Like, what do you?
Anyway. But I think live action cast. Who would you cast?
As who?
Like Dorothy, Scarecrow, without using the actors from Wicked.
We did. I really enjoyed Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard. I think it was a great casting.
Yeah.
I think Jim Carrey could do it very good. Because you asked me during the movie, I think Jim Carrey would be a good wizard. I feel like he may be a tad bit unserious. I feel like he needs to be a bit more serious as the wizard to at least get the facade off.
Yeah.
I think Dorothy's unimportant. I think you could cast anyone as Dorothy.
Yeah. It would probably be that girl who's in the Y2K movie, who's Snow White.
Yeah.
They would get her to play.
You could get her to play Dorothy. God, what's her name? Rachel Ziegler.
Yeah. She would be okay.
I feel like she could do a Dorothy.
Not Snow White.
As someone, I'm gonna do it. I have seen interviews with her, or at least the red carpet interviews or whatever they were. She's like, I didn't like Snow White as a kid. I was scared of it. I'm like, then why are you playing Snow White?
Yeah.
Why do you feel like you're a good fit for Snow White? You're not. I haven't seen Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes or whatever it is.
She's really good at it.
I haven't seen it, but I want to see it because I want to change my opinion of her. I've heard she's very good in it. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch it then.
I really wish somebody who watched Stitch was in the movie, and just been like, yeah, I hope Stitch is the most terrifying thing ever.
In Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah. And not cute at all.
I wish they had made him scared, more goblin-like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Stitch should be terrifying.
Terrifying. Yes.
But they did it. They Grogu'd Stitch.
They did. I mean, because he looks exactly like he does in the anime, and I'm like, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. As Stitch is one of my favorite Disney characters. Maybe that's unoriginal because I feel like it's many people's Disney favorite character. I wanted him to be ugly as hell.
Yeah. I don't want these new. So there's old Stitch fans, which are us.
Yeah.
And then there's these new Stitch fans that are just getting Stitch thrown to him.
Yeah.
We watched Stitch like a year ago.
If you understood who he was as a character, he's fucking ugly.
Yeah. But if you saw the movie and you saw the animation, it is truly one of the most beautiful movies ever made. Like when they're in the hammock together.
Can you believe that they took the scene where they're flying through the mountains? That was supposed to be a city, but it was really like when they have like.
It was released during.
It was right after 9/11. So they changed it to a mountain scene, so that it's not a plane flying through a city like almost crashing into the buildings. They changed it. Yeah.
Could have been interesting.
Interesting, yeah.
If only it was a car, and the person. But.
Have you seen the Shane Gillis Australian bit?
No, what is it?
It's like an Australian accent makes anything funny. Like, imagine being at the workplace one day, like, "Oi, that plane's coming right for us, isn't it?" Like, you gotta laugh, no matter where you are.
I think Chris Pratt would be the lion.
Really?
Chris Pratt is the lion or Tin Man.
I don't think he's Tin Man. I agree with him on Lion. I can't agree with him on Tin Man.
Okay, then he's Lion.
on Tin Man, where do we put Tom Holland?
Tom Holland is one of the Munchkins. No, he could be.
He's the Munchkin. He's the Munchkin King. No.
Childish Gambino as the Scarecrow.
Okay, I can see that. I like that.
Because he can dance.
I love Child. I think he's a great actor. He came out with a movie recently. I don't know if it's out yet. It's like something Brando in the Lost World or something.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, and he has a whole album based off of it. I need to go see that. Is that out?
I think so.
Okay, I need to see that because I like him as an actor.
Because
I mean, I'm a Community fan.
Yeah.
But
who could be the Tin Man?
The Tin Man, someone stoic. Who's someone stoic?
Robert. Who's the one guy who does? Wait, let me.
You can pull. Yeah, I know you. You got something cooking. I know you do.
I got. Because I saw the face of the Tin Man and I'm like, he looks like somebody.
But to me, that's the lion. I feel like the lion looks like somebody to me, but I don't know who it is.
I mean, if Josh Gad lost weight.
For the Tin Man? I don't know. Do you know the guy who plays... Have you seen Modern Family?
This guy, Adrian Brody.
Oh! Who does he play? Because I recognize him as well.
He's... Houdini.
How the hell did you pull him up?
He's in King Kong, Predators,
I haven't seen
Grand Budapest, The Village,
Yeah.
Asteroid City.
Oh. So he's a Wes Anderson guy.
Or he could be the Wizard too, because he would be more serious.
I feel like Wizard of Oz could pass as a Wes Anderson film.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Let me cook here.
Wes Anderson's
Wizard of Oz.
We gotta AI that.
That would be pretty good.
We gotta AI generate that.
Maybe we're so wrong here. We're so out of touch. But
I think
imagine
the like storytelling would actually be like a really good set for that.
Yeah. Plus, like, make the songs more Wicked-like and not just repetitive like they are in this movie.
Has Wes Anderson made a
musical? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I've seen Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think that's it.
Who would direct?
I don't know very many directors. So
I'm trying to think of like movies that came out recently. Maybe the guy who did Dune.
Yeah.
With like how like well he can set up a like set, because the sets in Dune are great.
Yeah. Honestly, I do appreciate the sets in this movie.
Yeah.
For it to be like late 1930s.
Yeah, back when labor was pennies on the dollar.
Yeah, they're painting like giant walls to be the backdrop.
Pretty
good. Pretty good.
Jackson Pollock did a really good job.
Jackson Pollock did a good job.
Well.
Yeah.
Who would the Wicked Witch be? Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot, no. After watching, and I know this is a bad take, I have not seen any of the Wonder Woman movies. I haven't seen Murder on the Nile, or whatever it is, but I've watched Red Notice, and she sucks. She's horrible in it.
I think she got Wonder Woman because she looks like Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think she's that good of an actress.
Who else would be a good with? Who? Tina Fey.
Okay.
She's kind of older.
She got the look.
She's kind of older now too.
Yeah. I haven't seen. Ooh, I haven't seen. What's the new Disney Plus show? Her Agatha is her actress. I feel like she could do it, or Aubrey Plaza maybe, which are both in Agatha.
Aubrey Plaza would just be Mila Kunis's though.
Would it be the same?
Yeah, because they're very similar look.
Okay.
Because they're kind of very similar.
Well, then the woman who plays Agatha Harkness.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
Because she plays a pretty good witch.
Yep.
I mean,
there you go.
Typecast.
What do you want me to say? Like.
Anna Taylor-Joy, maybe?
I feel like she'd be a better Glinda.
Ooh. Did we just cast Glinda?
Did we just cast Glinda? I think we did.
You're welcome for this Universal.
I think we only know a few actresses and actors, and we're just throwing.
Hear me out. Don't say who the wizard is going to be played by. Get Johnny Depp to play the wizard.
I would love Johnny Depp as the wizard.
Johnny Depp
he would play a fantastic wizard.
Because it would be, is he serious or is he whimsical?
Yeah.
And it would be...
And you throw that... Because he did so good as Willy Wonka. He's not the same Willy Wonka as Gene Wilder. He's not. But he plays a good Willy Wonka.
Him in Fantastic Beasts,
not bad. Yeah.
Like, plays a good villain.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen parts. I haven't seen the whole movie.
I've only seen the first one. I don't know the whole series, and I don't remember who his character transitions to be as in like the Harry Potter series. I think it's Grindelwald. Yeah. But I don't know who Grindelwald. Like I don't know what part he plays in the Harry Potter. So I'm not gonna say
he's Voldemort now. No. I'm not that big of a Potterhead.
I love Harry Potter.
Like I watch it and like it's interesting to me, but like
Did you read the books?
I read the first book. I was halfway through the second and I lost it and I just never got back into it. What I did to lose it was our starting quarterback when I was like a 7th grade nobody. Yeah. I like held the door open for him and I dropped my books and it was the most like embarrassing thing. Cause like
after the Harry Potter.
Because the book that I was reading at the time was The Chamber of Secrets. Okay. Funny thing now, he is now a nurse at the hospital that is taking care of my grandma. Oh. So it was kind of funny. It was like my dad goes, "Do you know who so and so is?" And I go, "Funny you say that." My Chamber of Secrets book.
What an odd chain of events.
Sitcom moment though.
Yeah, no, that was crazy.
That was funny. But I think we can go into ratings.
Ratings. I think this is
listings, if you will.
Listings. I think this is easier for both of us. At least for me, it's my number 3.
Yeah.
I can't put this over Terminator. I won't. Unless you are. Like you're putting this over Terminator. Don't include Wicked.
Yeah,
Wizard of Oz by
right now it's the Wicked hype.
It's the Wicked hype.
It's
Don't let it get you. I almost let it got me. Terminator, for me, was better than this.
Because Terminator has "I'll be back," "Come with me if you want to live," "Lions, Tigers, and Bears, oh my."
It has a lot more setup as well than this does. This had no setup. People just claimed setup on this movie.
Yeah.
With Wicked. If I was rating Wicked, I might rate Wicked better than Hook. I don't know. I'll put a theoretical 1, 2, 3 on Wicked. I might put it 1. I might. But Hook was very good, so it would probably have to be 2. Or no. I think I could put Wicked 1 or 2. It would have to depend on the day.
I think this stays at number 3 for me.
It's number 3 for me.
I think next week will be a deciding, because we're getting higher numbers.
Yes. Now, the more we get, maybe we're boring right now, 1, 2, 3 for both of us. The more we watch, the more interesting it will get.
Yeah. And it could be a graphic on our posts.
Yeah.
Like what our
ratings are.
Yeah.
But for the beer.
For the beer, ooh.
Horrible. Don't drink Sour Monkey.
It's because we liked Berry Monkey.
Berry Monkey was good. Berry Monkey was sour, but it's not Sour Monkey.
It is not, yes.
When you put sour on the title, it's like, I can't... I did have a second one. It's not good.
I'm gonna go a 2.33.
Yeah. I'm gonna go a 1.73. This is, and I've grown to like IPAs more, but this is not an IPA. This is not a beer. This is nothing. This is terrible. I'm not drinking anything that I enjoy when I drink this.
Yeah.
This is pure sour. This is drinking the Sour Apple 40 or whatever. There's Red 40 and there's Sour Apple 40.
I'll toss you this one.
Uh-huh.
What if this was an icy?
If I wasn't drinking the beer, maybe I'd enjoy it. But it's still too sour.
We need a slushy machine.
Tone it down. I would love a slushy machine.
Business expense.
How much are they?
They're pretty expensive. But we get a lower tier one?
We'll look it up after this. We'll look it up.
Yeah. Please subscribe, please.
I don't think we have any announcements.
Yeah, I think announcements will come next episode.
Yeah,
probably. A little tease.
Please watch the next episode.
Tease.
You already know what movie we're watching. You got all the information, but other than that,
this has been 3 Beers and Movie Podcast.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, follow the Yellow Brick Road.
You can't keep ending the episodes with it.